Hi guys, and welcome to the Tiny Artist Store. My name is Teddy. I am the artist, creator behind this recently launched business. So if anybody coming from YouTube, you won't know anything about me because this is my first video on here obviously. So I thought I'd just tell you guys a little bit about me, do a bit of a meet the artist. I do actually have an Instagram account that already has some content on it, and people over there kind of already know more about me. So I'll leave my username on the screen and links in the description box if you haven't come from there, so you can go check that out afterwards. But for now I thought I'd just talk a little bit about me, the channel, my shop, and a bit about my life. So the first main thing to note, I suppose, is the fact that I run an Etsy shop, hence this channel is called the Tiny Artist Store. I have yet to make any sales, as I said, it is relatively recently launched, but I will again link it in the description. Any other pages that I mention in this video will be in the description box, so you can just easily go and flick through them. So what I sell over there are some watercolour prints and pin badges. More will be added to the shop, but each listing costs me, and because I haven't made any sales yet, I'm stuck in a bit of catch-22 that I want to put better artwork up on there, but obviously when nothing is selling, I am going to keep losing money until I make a sale. So that's a bit of an explanation about that. I do primarily work with watercolour, which I will show you some of my designs in a minute, but I have done other work as well. So the first listings on the shop are pin badges, because last year I really wanted to get into a pin making business. I'm lucky enough that my parents were already running a print shop, and we had a badge press and printers and badge components, and I made a bunch of badges last year for myself and a bunch of designs, but wasn't able to sell them just because of my age and setting up finances and stuff like that, so I kind of had to wait till this year. At the beginning of this year I made about 140 or 150 pin badges of a bunch of different designs that I drew. I drew them digitally, that's one of my other art forms, I really like to draw digitally. I made a bunch of pin badges, and then my sister entered a business entrepreneurship challenge at her school and ended up selling all my badges. I did make money off it, that was the agreement, I did make some money off it, but she ended up selling like all of those. So I only have a few pin badges left, but they are listed on my shop. Other than that, I have some watercolour prints. I'm going to be putting another one up hopefully later this afternoon, so by the time you're watching this video it should be up. I do also occasionally work with acrylic, doing like acrylic canvases. I'm trying to get into some more sketching, using graphite, using colouring pencils. I'm hoping to buy some markers as well, because I really want to stretch what I'm working with and kind of try a lot of different mediums. Watercolour is what I've fallen in love with since the start of lockdown, since the start of quarantine. I've had more time to focus on artwork, and it kind of sparked something with me being bored and stuck at home and having nothing to do, and I found my watercolours and I started painting, and I discovered it's actually something I really enjoy. And then I started turning it into art prints, and I thought I'm going to put those on the Etsy shop as well and just see what happens. So that's kind of why that started. The main reason that lockdown is so significant in this is the fact that I'm actually a student. I was actually studying equine, so horse management, kind of goes into the biological side of horses, fitness, training, all that kind of stuff, and that's what I have been studying. I was in my second year, hoping to get my extended technical diploma. You won't be seeing any horses on this channel, of course, with it being my art channel, because also because I don't have a horse. When lockdown happened, we kind of had to wave goodbye to the horses and just start working from home, which obviously was really sad, because even though I was prepared to leave them for university, which I'll get into in a second, obviously we kind of got cut a bit short. But because we're now working from home, it means I have more time, because even with the work we're being set, it's only filling up a couple of hours every day or a few hours every day. So all the time that I would have been travelling to college, waiting for my bus at the end of the day, on my lunch breaks, riding lessons that we're no longer doing, all of that is now art time, which I suppose is a positive thing to come of this. It's kind of encouraging my more creative side to come out, so that's a positive thing to come out of it. The reason that I won't be seeing the horses anymore is that I'm actually hoping to be a special effects student instead. Partway through my first year at equine course, I realised that it wasn't what I wanted to do anymore. I absolutely love horses, I would love to have a horse on my own one day, but it just wasn't something I wanted to take on as a career choice, and I had to start doing it as a course and as a career, like the steps towards a career, for me to realise that. And I found special effects. So every time you see a an open wound or a horrific monster that's not CGI in a film, it's done by special makeup effects. And I discovered that and I started practicing it as a hobby, and I fell in love with the art form and I realised that was what I wanted to do. So I'm currently waiting on my interview. It's been delayed because of what's going on with the world, but once that interview goes through, I'm hoping to get into a university to study special effects, which draws me onto the point of YouTube. I already have two active YouTube channels. One is a makeup account and one is a vlog channel. They're both kind of dead at the moment, even though my artistic side has kind of grown. I've had a lot going on mentally and YouTube became a little bit difficult. Hopefully by the time you're watching this there will be new content on both channels. Again, everything's in the description box, so you guys can go check that out and see the other side of my life, because yeah, I think people can vary from different channels and it's interesting to see the different parts of my life, because obviously there's the makeup, there's art, and then there's kind of like my personal life and everything will be on the vlog channel. So obviously, because I'm going to hopefully be going to university, if you couldn't guess already, I'm 18. For anybody American, yes, we go to university when we're 18. It's different, I know, I have to explain this to all my American friends, so yeah. Hopefully by September or October, depending on if university is delayed, I will be moving out. Currently I am now sharing it with my sister. We just moved into this house in January, and I now share it with my sister. So this is my art studio, it's my desk. But hopefully when I move out, I want to move in with my girlfriend instead of university accommodation, because if I go with her we can get a 2-bedroom flat, and she's agreed that she will let me to convert a bedroom into an art studio, so it will have all of my model making stuff for the university course, and it can have all of this stuff, and it won't be crammed into one desk, and it won't be connected to my bed. So I'll be able to have two different setups and kind of keep my art and sleep separate, which would be lovely. So that's kind of a bit about that. Obviously I am hoping to eventually start making some money from my artwork. I haven't yet, nothing has sold, but obviously it takes a while for that to happen, and I suppose that's part of the reason behind the YouTube channel, is I want to get some outreach and speak to more people. I love meeting other small artists, I love seeing other people's art styles. I've found that if you go onto YouTube and you search for say a paint with me, and you put in most recently posted, you can get to channels that have literally like 10 subscribers and their art is incredible and no one's watching them, and I love doing that. I love finding new artists. So if you're one of those people and you found me, hi. So yeah, I'm trying to increase my outreach in the hope that I might sell some art. If any of you guys are American, kind of wasted on you guys because I'm not shipping to America, just because that's expensive, and obviously I couldn't now with what's going on anyways. But yeah, it would be nice to bring in a little bit of cash. It wouldn't be enough to support me at university, I know that, but it would be nice as a little side hobby, a little side extra. So that's just a bit about me. I know this seems quite long, but I learned that 10-minute videos are the best way to get noticed on YouTube. Nobody watches the full thing, but 10 minutes is kind of how you get credited. So I've talked a little bit about me, given you a bit of an introduction. I thought I'd just quickly show you some of my artwork, kind of as like a teaser of what's to come on the channel. So it's a bit hard to do because it's not in a sketchbook, because I didn't have a sketchbook until like recently. This is my art board. I don't know. But we got a Bob Ross painting that I did in watercolour. We have a little fox over here. I really like animals, I want to get more into animals. We got a Highland cow that I originally painted for my girlfriend, for her mum, and people liked it, so that's Angus the cow. We've got 3 little birds. This is inspired by something I saw on YouTube, and obviously by Bob Marley. Then we have another bird. It's a robin. This is a motorbike that I painted for my granddad for his birthday because he loves motorbikes. Then this is the Aurora Borealis, or the Northern Lights, which was a really pretty piece I saw on YouTube. If I can remember the video, I'll link it below. And then this is just a little landscape inspired by the Bob Ross one, but I did it myself. I have a few more, but they're in like these boxes behind me, so they're really hard to get to. And then I also have this, which is about to go up as a print on my art shop. I kind of wasn't sure about it. I just stuck some tape on a page and started painting a few little different landscapes, and I posted it on my main Instagram account, not my art account, and people seem to really like it, so I did a poll asking if people would buy it and I got a few responses. So that's going to be going up as an art print today. And then I'm also working on a current piece similar to that one. I'm not as happy with this one, like it all just looks a bit patchy, but I'll be working on that the same way as that one, as a multi-scenery piece, and again, if I like how it turns out, it will be going as a print. Basically, I just put them in my scanner, scan them into CorelDRAW, edit them a bit, crop them a bit, and then print them in A6, so it's postcard size on glossy card. I'm considering making those ones A4 as well, and put the price up a little bit. So this video is already getting really long, so I'm just going to whiz through a little bit about the future of the channel. I should also point out that I'm looking down because I have a script. For the first time in years, I've had channels for ages and I've never used a script, but today my brain's just not working, so I got a notebook. But basically a little bit about the future of the channel. It's just going to be your standard art channel, talking about doing some paint with me's, like I want to do some paint alongs, I want to do some character design hopefully. I'm trying to learn to design characters. People don't really work, but I just can't draw people, but we'll see, I might do some character designs. I want to recreate some of my old artwork from when I was a kid, because, I mean, if my character design is bad now, oh god, it was bad then. Yeah, I want to kind of maybe review some art supplies. Currently what I have, wrong side, what I have currently I've had for ages, so they're not really new to me, but if I do get new markers or whatever, I will do a review of those. I want to do more Instagram art challenges. I've done a few where I've asked Instagram to design things for me, such as, really random, a rock. I asked people to choose a rock painting design for me, so I painted a bee. I also will probably do like a Q&A when the channel gets a bit bigger, so if you guys have anything you want to know about me that I haven't mentioned in the comments, haven't mentioned in the video, leave it in the comments. And the main thing that I want to be doing is a Mixed Media May challenge. Bit of a long name, it's not quite as nicely flowing as Inktober, but I'm kind of said it for myself, but it's posted on my Instagram, so if anybody else wants to join in, they can. If you want to see the prompts for it, you'll have to go on my Instagram, because I can't go through all of them now. I mean, there's 31 days in May, I'll be here all day, I'll be like here for the next hour. But basically, it's similar to Inktober, but day one, it starts off and you're given a medium, so it might be watercolour or acrylic or markers, something like that. And then the next 2 days are art prompts, so I think one of them's flowers, there's fruit, there's stuff like that, basically. And then the next day is another medium. Basically the idea is it switches between drawing prompts and different mediums, and it's kind of to try and encourage me and other people that might be watching my channel or watching my Instagram to try out different things, try different mediums, try different styles, try and draw different things, and to push things that you might not normally draw. I've put character design in there and I can't draw characters, but it's kind of to push those limits. Obviously people can change it if they want. I'm not expecting everybody to have every art supply that I'm talking about. I'm not expecting anybody to have fancy art supplies. I've got stuff that I've like inherited off other people. So yeah, that's the main thing. The next 31 videos on this channel, I think, are going to all be Mixed Media May challenges. So yeah, with that being said, this video is really long. I'm sorry guys, I hope you guys watch it to the end. If you did watch it this far, comment I love peaches. Completely random, but peaches are cool. So comment I love peaches if you made it to the end of this video. Like, subscribe, stick around for more stuff. There are going to be like 31 videos coming, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.